Run up the sail! Sing us a song.
Up we raise our shining
There are sea scold among you.
light. Here is not possible.
Mast
Igloo
down.
vernieder.
Mast up.
Vleutere op.
Small sail. Strike up a tune. You salt skulls, got a story?
When I was 11 winters old, I was the youngest of my favorite cousins. A wild and rowdy bunch of boys and girls. Together with our parents, we attended a feast at the home of Halfdan the Black of the House of Yngling. To toughen our patience, our parents set us with the old woman, who ordered us to bake flatbreads and serve it to the noble jarls. After an hour, the flatbreads piled so high into pillars, you could have built a roof over it and called it a longhouse. When our work was done, an older boy, Guthrod, suggested we steal a keg of mead and drown in happiness for our good work. So Guthrod, Mikkel and Åsa snuck into the
Let the
storeroom
sail out!
and stole the barrel as I stood watch. But when we were spotted, I froze. 3 of Harald's men stopped us. They struck Guthrod and Mikkel and pushed Åsa to the ground. Whose idea was this? They asked. I stood and said, the idea was mine. The meat is for me. One of the men eyed me and said only, that is not true.
Take the mast down.
Then, we moved on.
Mast up! Sail! Catch the wind!
Sail here.
Let's put her in here.
Ah, I was just thinking about you.
Just came to give you a kiss.
How sweet of you, love. Come here.
Oh, look at...
Ah, I was just thinking about you.
What about we spend a bit of time? Just you and me.
I like how you think. Come over here.
Oh, look at you, Chewie.
Nice to see you.
We are allied with Shropshire, but at a grievous cost. Young Chelbet was killed.
Yes, my scouts told me. Such a tragic death for so dubious a gain. I hope you paid his killers back in kind.
Justice was done.
Gilbert will be remembered. He was good company in the short time he was with us.
He was. I want to see the Alliance map. Tell me more about Kent.
Basim has written, claiming to have found the woman Fulke and asking for your aid. He has taken shelter at St. Hadrian's Priory.
Any news of Sigurd?
Nothing he mentioned. But if he has found the paladin Fulke, Sigurd cannot be far behind.
I will go as soon as I can.
Good. Be safe, Eivor.
Basim has news of Sigurd. I should find him soon. Dag, Basim has brought word of Sigurd's location. We're leaving at once to find him.
Well done, Eivor. After so long, it finally occurs to you to search for our Jarl. I applaud your half-hearted effort, but I will not be joining you.
Dag, this is no joke. On the ship, now.
Someone needs to stay home and direct the affairs of the settlement. As you seem to shun this place as often as possible, it must fall to me.
If you wish to stay, so be it. But when Sigurd is back among us, we'll see what status you have among the raiders.
Say whatever makes you feel superior, Eivor. I know Sigurd will understand my decision.
Do you doubt me so completely that you will not raise an axe to save your Jarl?
A fine way of putting it, wolf-kissed. But go, find the Jarl, bring him back. Only do not get lost along the way, as you seem to more and more these days.
This is not done, Dag. We will speak when I return.
the waves.
Can't raise the sail yet.
Let's have a song. Let's hear a story. Sail out!
Strange things have to be seen, and perhaps the doom of the Nine Worlds is nigh. Many believe these are the end of days. Of Ragnarok, much is told. So here is a smaller tale of how the Jotun Hrimr came to Captain Naglfar, the ship of nails. Hrimr dwelt in Niflheim, where his task was to lay the dishonored dead under the ice. Hard work, for many died without honor. One day, his master bade him bury one of the sons of Ymir, the frost giant from whose bones the world was made. Hrimr was a hard worker, but Ymir's son was the size of a mountain. Hrimr laid down his spade, saying, "I cannot dig so much." Hrimr's master grew angry, and picked up the spade himself. He dug and dug through Hell's ice, until he made a hole deep enough. But the hole opened up into the abyss that is Ginnungagap, swallowing Hrimr's master whole. And Hrimr took his master's place. Now Hrimr abides in Helheim, waiting to steer the ship of the dead through the Nine Worlds in the war at the end of days.
Here is not possible.
Drop the mast! Who will share a tale? Raise the mast!
This. No one is born with the gift of Odin's birds. One
Sail.
must work,
Catch the
suffer
wind.
to learn the skill of fighting. When you look like I do, and do not hit as hard as the young oaks, you must find different ways to survive. A long time ago...
Hush now.
Look up there!
Sail here.
Bows!
We can use the sail here, Eivor.
Let the sail out! Where were you?
A long time ago, on youth's smooth path, I came into the company of an old Skald. He wrote sagas for the Jarls of the region. He had fallen into trouble with some of the locals, and I could not stand by and watch him take a beating. So I stepped in. 6 men attacked me, and I was swiftly put down. For that, the old Skald bought me ale, and invited me to join him on his travels. I was to help him with physical errands and be a second ear to his compositions. In turn, he would teach me how to compose verse. We would spar with words. He taught me about wordsmithing new kennings.
We'll pick up from there.
The rich temple.
Were you at the good part yet?
We would spar with words. He taught me about wordsmithing new kennings. Those were good days, scant though they were. I wish to write sagas of my own now, but I've never had the inspiration. It may be my turn is here to serve that purpose.
We need an epic tale.
Friends, I have often said Njal was a gift from my wife. But until today, I have never told the full tale. In those days, all...
Save it for later. Lower the mast! All right, back to the story.
In those days, all Alfhilda and I were young, and often did the things that young lovers do. But we never could have a child.
Raise the
Still,
mast!
we tried. Every day. Yet always we failed. I took this
Run up
heart
the sail!
and sought guidance, so I went hunting in the woods. When I returned, Alfhilda was gone. I searched every corner of town, but she was nowhere to be seen. At last I asked the seeress, who told me she had given Alfhilda a mixture and sent her into the woods to find the child. Think of the fear that ran through me. I ran into the woods and searched until I found her trail. I followed it deeper, until I found blood near a cave mouth. I ventured inside, only to find dead wolves ringing a dying bear. Its fur was
Where were you?
until I found blood near a cave mouth. I ventured inside, only to find dead wolves ringing a dying bear. Its fur snow white. Fearing the worst, I searched on, only to have Alfhilda find me. In her arms, she held a mewling bear. Alfhilda had found Njal. The wolves and bears had killed one another. The cub was starving, until my wife found her.
Hold on, good Scott.
A military encampment!
All right, back to the story.
The wolves and bears had killed one another. The cub was starving, until my wife found her. Njal,
Sail here.
our daughter.
Bring the mast down! Set the mast up!
What's the meaning of this?
Oh, my eyes.
Did not Augustine make a distinction between faith and understanding? That is my point.
So you hold no stock in faith, only in the rational proof. The science of the divine. You're bold to defy your teachings.
No, that's not what I mean. Let me explain, if it might. How to put it? What I mean to say is, faith is paramount. Yes, for without it, Christ's sacrifice means nothing.
He died to save us, did he not? From the original sin of Adam and Eve? Yet evil persists.
Yes, evil persists, because he gave us free will.
Does a newborn babe, slain by a despot, have free will?
Yes. No, I mean, that is too simplistic.
Or the priest, whose heart is torn from his chest by the wolf? Judas, who was predestined to betray the Nazarene?
Some argue Judas was used.
Do my ears deceive me, Brother Hawkbert? You question the scriptures? Declare Judas an innocent? A preposterous blasphemy!
No, that is not what I said. Brother Cedric, am I not the most pious of his servants?
Out! Out!
Making new friends?
A person's tongue gives you a taste of their heart, Eivor. And such information is often useful.
And how do these sallow Christians taste?
It was only a figure of speech, Eivor. And I have tired of it already.
Is this how it must be between us?
Of course not. I'm grateful that you have come.
What happened in Mercia still puzzles me. Fulke saw something in Sigurd. A power, a legacy. What is it she wants?
Her motives are difficult to fathom, but that can come later. Let's find your brother first.
Agreed. If we do this, you'll earn the right to call me friend 10,000-fold. So, what is your plan?
We are deep in their god's heartland, a heathen and a heretic. To hunt Fulke, we'll need a Christian snare.
Fulke is hardly a saint herself. These Christians abhor her strange ideas.
True, but unlike us, she can carry herself as one of them. She won't hide from everyone, not with a prisoner in tow.
So, where to begin?
I've made a friend, Abbot Cunibert, full of pious fire, but with ambition that far outweighs his wit.
And what does your friend Cunibert know?
Come, I will introduce you, and we'll hear the full tale together.
Have you found some peace in your time alone, Basim?
I am always at peace, and never alone. I move among the people of the world with great joy. I watch them, study them, learn from them at all times. This is our duty. The Hidden One's calling.
You know, for the first time since we've met, you sound more like you're a princess than yourself.
Surely Hytham sounds like me, if I have taught him well.
Your creed and your tenets, you mean?
That's right. And our sense of, how should I say, deep responsibility to the betterment of mankind.
That's quite an ambition. But it doesn't explain what you see in Sigurd. My brother is not so generous.
Ah, but your brother is someone special, important. And I want him to see that. I hope to show it to him.
Is this not a blessed plot? God's own country. And this Eden should be given to his servants to tend.
Abbot Cunibert. This is the Norse I spoke of.
Ah, yes. And quite a fearsome one at that.
Basim says you know the paladin Fulke.
Indeed. The Lady Fulke passed this way not more than a month ago. We talked, we drank. Very pleasant woman.
And where is she?
Eivor will be your axe, Abbot. Whether to fell a tree or hew the limbs from an enemy.
What have you promised him?
Oh, just a trifle, Eivor. A little problem I believe you can help me with.
Speak your terms plainly, Abbot. I will decide if the bargain is worth my time.
Ah, your wolf shows its teeth, Basim.
Let's cut to the point. What favor would you ask in exchange for Fulke?
Some weeks ago, our alderman in Kent was called to God. A terrible loss. King Alfred has chosen his replacement, but has not yet announced the name. I must know it. Now.
All of Kent will see soon enough which Thane is chosen. Why not wait?
I want early access. To woo him, before his exalted position is made public and every fool is at his door.
Who else knows the chosen man?
The king's emissary, sent with a letter of congratulations to the new alderman. Intercept him and bring me the news. When I know the Thane's name, we'll discuss how I might win his favor.
Your king will not be happy. His church meddling in his politics.
Does this not delight you, Eivor? A chance to defy Alfred.
I am God's humble shepherd, sent to protect his lambs. If Kent's new alderman is a wolf, I would blunt his claws.
This emissary, how will I find him?
Tunbridge Monastery sent word that the king's men always pass a few nights in their hospitality. Begin there.
I'll get the alderman's name. You find Fulke.
All in good time. Now, if we're done, I have business up the south coast. Falkenston has the best fish in Wessex.
Then I will find you there, when the alderman's name is mine.
Cunibert is ambitious, but well connected. We will not find Fulke without him.
I suppose we'll see. What will you do?
I'm not done playing with these Christians yet. I will see you in Falkenston.
Come, help me with this.
We have this.
Hey, come here a moment. Help me out here! Hey, can't do this alone. That's it! Back to the ship!
Alfred's emissary spent a few days here. Someone may know where he went.
Survey the area, Sunan.
Welcome.
I have to go. See you soon.
You're not welcome here.
You trying to catch flies, or would you ask something of me?
I'm looking for a man. He passed through here on the king's business.
No, bugger off here, or I'll call the guards. I'm sick of people. You need to heal your own ills.
Maybe some coin will loose your lips.
A wise move, Mudwit. It so happens I did see Alfred's man. He's long gone, though. Maybe Gowan the Bard knows where.
Where will I find him?
Well, he was pissed as a newt. Last I saw, he was passed out in trees between the harbour and bridge. Oh, now go find someone else to vex.
There was a bard drinking with the emissary. I should find him. See if he knows him. There was a bard drinking with the emissary. I should find him. See if he knows anything. That ale-swamped scarp can't have gone far.
Someone stole my trews. Fa la la la, Fanny, Fanny, fair art thee. Where are you going, my sweet lady?
You there. You alive?
Patience is a tired horse. Ploddity plod plod.
Another tottering teat-sucker who can't hold his drink. Let's clear your head.
Oh, it's cold as a witch's tit in here! Oh, God's truce! Fie on you! Oh, what infernal wakes me?
Are you the Tale Weaver?
Gowan the Dandelion. The seeds of my stories flit upon the winds of Wessex. But why, mule, do you kick my noggin?
You and Alfred's emissary were drinking in the tavern. Tell me where he went.
Were we? I was so ale-addled. Perhaps a small and silver thing upon my palm might help me recall?
No one would drown themselves in weeping with one less bard in the world. Tell me what you know.
You Danes aren't much for bargaining, are you? He was heading for the White Coast to the southeast. Dover Fortress.
My thanks. And in return, wisdom. Too much beer-bibbing will grow a fool in wit and words.
My thanks, Weaver of the Obvious. Now leave me to my unholy punishment.
The emissary made for Dover Fortress on the southeast coast.
Yeah! Yeah!
Best raise my hood here.
Now! Get the murdering heathen!
Dover. The emissary is somewhere here. Perhaps I can find the letter without bloodshed. The Bard said paladins trained at this fortress. This will not be an easy fight. Have a look, Sunan.
Let's go, a Viking!
If I could steal the letter without killing the emissary, it would keep me out of trouble.
snap your spine.
Alfred's chosen ealdorman is a thane called Tetmund. The Abbot Cunibert will want to know. I should meet Basim and the Abbot in Falkenston.
Huh?